two very misunderstood communities, therians and furries. Well, what's the difference? Hello everyone, welcome to the Alterhuman Corner. I'm Luna Wolf, and today I'm going to be explaining the difference between therians and furries. Let's get it! I have decided to talk about this because people are uneducated, so share this podcast with your friends. Thanks! So first, let's talk about what therians and furries are, for those that don't know. A therian is someone who experiences therianthropy, meaning they have animalistic experiences and feelings on a non-physical, involuntary level. And that's a lot of big words, so let me break that down for you. Therians identify as animals, but it's not by choice. You can't choose to be a therian. And don't you worry, we know that we are human, but this is just an identity. And for some, it's those animalistic experiences that we experience. Now, what's a furry? A furry is someone who has a drawn liking to anthropomorphic animals. Now, what is an anthropomorphic animal? That is an animal with human attributes. The animal may be portrayed to walk and talk like us humans do. Let me break that down for you. So basically, for furries, this is a drawn liking, and maybe they have what's called a fursona, which is an anthropomorphic character, or what they see themselves as, an anthropomorphic animal. Moving on. There are six main differences that I want to talk about today. Number 1, therianthropy is an identity, while being a furry is a drawn liking to anthropomorphic animals. Number 2, you can't choose to be a therian, but for furries, it's kind of like a choice. Number 3, there is a therian community for sharing experiences and the furry fandom for being a fan or liking of something. Anthropomorphic animals, of course. Number 4, therians have shifts, and furries don't. A shift is those animalistic feelings and experiences I was talking about earlier. Number 5, for furries, they might wear fursuits of their fursona, and for therians, they might wear gear to help them connect to their stereotypes, such as ears or tails. And lastly, the one you've all been waiting for, number 6, therians don't want to be therians. Furries have a drawn liking to anthropomorphic animals or have a fursona. These are the 6 main differences that I could come up with. But to break it down for you guys, therians and furries aren't the same, and for furries it's more of like self-expression, having a safe space to share the same ideas and liking, aka the furry fandom. On the other hand, therians don't wish to be therians, but it's better to share the same experiences with people who understand, right? So having a space to talk about the same experiences, like with the therian community. Wouldn't you guys agree? I would agree. Therians and furries can be both at the same time, but the two terms are not the same thing. They are separate. Therians and furries are separate. We all respect one another, but there is one burning question. Are furries a part of the alterhuman umbrella? Simple answer, no. N-O. Remember that, no. The alterhuman umbrella is for people who identify as non-human or more than human. The reasoning is that furries don't have an identity, so it's a drawn liking, so they're not a part of it. It's that simple. We don't hate furries, therians don't hate furries, but they're not a part of it. It gets really frustrating when therians and furries get mistaken. Therians get mistaken as furries, and furries get mistaken as therians. Now, what's the difference between the therian community and the furry fandom? What you will find in the furry fandom is lots of drawing, design, fursuit makers, commissions with drawing, and also gaming. In the therian community, you will find drawing, gaming, and roleplay, also quadrobics, which is walking around on all fours, masks, tails, and gear. You will find tons of quads videos on TikTok, and a lot of gear makers such as masks and tails. They make tails out of wool. Please share this. That's the one thing you can do so we can educate people about my podcast and how these terms are very different. And that's all for today's podcast. Make sure to remember that you are amazing and check out my other socials, guys. They're in the bio of my podcast, and so is my Discord server. Download Discord. Please do it if you can, anywhere, and any way. Also, I have a YouTube channel. I have my podcast on there, and I make music. But anyway, that's all for today. Bye, my amazing critters. You are amazing.